Guys, Sean here from Srkcycles.com. We have a 2013 BMW. Let's look at it. BMW K1600 GTL. I don't know what the L stands for, but it's got the tour pack. Maybe some other cool stuff. We got Remus exhaust, dual pipes, center stand, these lights. Check this out. I never knew this until a guy showed it to me. Watch this. Holy cow, look at that. This is all just one big wind channel to send wind. It's kind of a big deal when you're riding a bike with a full fairing bike. You don't get any wind hitting you. Look how awesome that is. BMW thinks of everything. Let's take this bike for a spin. I'm going to show you why does the BMW K1600 GTL beat the Goldwing at its own game. Whew. Guys, I start today with some words of wisdom. Hebrews 11:1. Now faith is the assurance of things hoped for, a conviction of things not seen. Alright, so we got the Amtrak guys over here, and they're just dumping. Look at this. Look at those giant clumps of dirt, just dumping dirt all over my route. No respect. No respect. These are our tank straps. What we do is we run them along the lower fork tubes, especially the Harley Davidsons, the very strong piece, and then the suspension gets to kind of bounce around as I want to. You can see with two straps, I'm shaking the bike, it's moving the trailer and my truck. This thing's not going anywhere. Alright, so the older K bikes, 2000 and stuff like that, they were big. They were big. Hold on. Oh, sorry. They were big, and I'm not gonna lie, they were kind of scary. They were just a giant, intimidating bike. I was scared of it. And when you would get on the brakes, you could really tell that it was an electronically assisted brake. I don't know if they still, I assume they still do it, but you just don't notice it anymore because it's more refined, it's more reactive, it just feels a whole lot better. Put the windshield down, put the windshield up. I love looking through this windshield. All your information's right there. If you guys remember the T-Rex I drove, the extremely fast, powerful T-Rex I drove has the same engine in. Same engine, same dash, same everything. It does 0 to 60 in like around 3 seconds. This bike does 0 to 60 in I think 2.6 or 2.8 seconds. You look at this bike and you're like, it's an old man bike. Except it's doing 0 to 60 times in insane supercar, hypercar speeds. These things are great. There's the controls for your radio. Something I love about BMW is that little GPS pops out and it's changeable. That's probably whatever came with the year. That's probably the 6 or the 7. It's changeable. You pop that out, take it out, you stick it in your other bike, stick it in your GS bike. You know what I mean? Same thing. Everything's all programmed into it. Everything's controllable right from here. I don't know what they call this thing, but it's super awesome. You scroll with your thumb, you click it, you do your thing. It's a little, you gotta read the manual, or you just play around with it for a little while. But once you figure it out, it's very intuitive and it just makes a lot of sense. You can change the comfort and the ride height, how many riders you have, if you have luggage, change all that stuff with just a touch of the button. These bikes do not feel as intimidating and as big as they once, as the 1200s or the 1300s did. No, 1200s. But these bikes, let me show you. These bikes are rockets. Do not be fooled. These things pack a punch. And there's not that many bikes out there. You have to go to a 1000 Super Sport, I think, to take on the K1600. It is a powerful bike, extremely smooth, with that 6-cylinder motor. And of course, they're gonna run forever. You know what I mean? This one only has 4,500 miles on it, which is nothing for these bikes. Now, these bikes, ooh, these bikes seem to walk a little lighter. They seem to feel a little lighter than the Goldwing. They seem to be feel a little more nimble than the Goldwing. They might be I mean, you'd have to go head to head, but they might be a tad faster than the Goldwing. I'm pretty sure it is. It isn't more comfortable than the Goldwing. I mean, it's got all the same amenities, except, I don't know if the new Goldwing, but the Goldwing of the current year, you can't change the windshield. So it has the variable windshield. It's got the different mode. I mean, of course, it's got cruise control. It's very similar seating as the Goldwing, where my knees are in front of my feet, so it's that sporty, upright seating that I really like. Man, this thing just throws it in the corners. I got great visibility on my rearview mirrors. And now another question you might think would be like, well, is it more expensive to maintain? BMWs are not really expensive to maintain. Ducatis are, absolutely, but I don't think a you know, if you look at a Ducati's maintenance schedule, it's expensive. Like, not even like when things break down, just doing what Ducati says you need to do is crazy expensive. Look at BMW's maintenance schedule. It's not very intense. It's not very expensive. It's not that big of a deal. For, you know, and for what you're getting, for the quality, and for what you're getting, this is, you know what I mean? I think it's absolutely worth it. Now Ducati's on the other end. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, if you want a Ducati, you want a Ducati. Very smooth bike. I would say it's just as smooth as the Goldwing. Both this and the Goldwing have 6 cylinders. I just like riding this thing. I don't know which one's got more trunk space or not. I haven't really thrown stuff in there. But I'd be very happy on a bike like this. I'd be very happy on both bikes taken to the Dragon. But I don't know, this one, I feel like this one just packs that little more bit of punch that I need. Well, here we go. Maybe me and Caleb will do a head-to-head with this one, and we have a 2014 Goldwing right now. So that's a very, very comparable bike. Actually, we're definitely going to do that. Get ready for it. I think this one's going to come out in the lead in my mind. But I'm also not sitting on a Goldwing right now. And every time I ride a Goldwing, I'm just pumped. I really do like the ability that you could change out that gauge. Man, this thing just wants to lay down. This thing just wants to just crush these corners. It does it like so effortlessly. You ride a bike like this and it makes you feel like you're better than what you actually are. This bike makes you a better rider. The braking abilities is sweet. Guys, I want to talk to you real quick about a little bit of summer riding and summer safety. I just saw a picture on Facebook of this dude that must have been wearing like basketball shoes or sandals or something like that, and he wrecked his bike. His foot was so torn up, you could see like, I bet you could see like 4 inches of bone for both of his, like right in the top of his foot. It was horrible. Like, you don't recover from that. You might lose your foot from that. I mean, it was there, but like, you can't just have bone exposed with no muscle and no skin. It was bad. And the caption was like, "Stop wearing flip-flops, you stupid idiots," or something like that. And listen, I know I've done it before. I did a lot of test drives in Crocs. Don't go and look at those old test drives and be like, hey, you know what? Laced up Doc Martens, baby. These are gonna give me some good protection. You gotta throw on the boots. I got my gloves. Listen, I know I don't always wear gloves, but I try to always wear gloves. I got my gloves on. I also got my jacket on. I got my full face helmet on. If I wreck, the only thing I don't do, and I could do a better job of this, is I don't have any like padded pants or anything like that. Maybe I should get some. But if I wreck, I got a better chance of making it without major casualties, major problems, than the guy rocking around with a wife beater, flip-flops, and shorts. I mean, I can have a fairly major wreck and just walk away from it the way I'm at. Someone like that has a minor wreck, and he could be in major problems for the rest of his life. So just think about that, guys. I want you guys to be safe and not stupid. Alright, guys, remember, it's not what you're riding, but where you're going. We'll see you guys later. What's up, guys? Sean here from Srkcycles, and thanks for watching the video. Click here to subscribe. Click here to see more content. And as always, check out the description box to see our latest inventory and our killer deals, to see how to win a free motorcycle, and also to see our latest bikes and beards gear. We'll see you guys later. Remember, it's not what you're riding, but where you're going.